same level, as in the fact that you sniggered at something that's so true shows that we're not on the same mental capacity.
We're not on the same mental capacity.
We're not on the same level playing field. Your consciousness is not as high as mine. We ain't speaking the same language. Yeah,
but you're on my show. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, but was I asked to come here?
Why are you here?
I was asked to come here.
Well, why are you here? So if you realise that I'm not on your level, I'm not on your intelligence or mental capacity.
This is the first time I met you.
And let me finish. Since you realise that, you can go. You don't have to stay.
But did I say anything about not staying?
No. But obviously, I'm obviously beneath you, and I'm the moderator.
I never
here.
said that you were beneath me.
Bro, stop interrupting, bro. I let you speak.
All right, you know what? I am going to leave. Thank you.
Get out, man. Get out. You're just jarring. It is a get out thing. It is a get out thing. It is a get out thing. Why are you talking? Then get out. Just get out. Just leave. Just leave.
All right, whatever.
Just leave. Just leave, bro. Just get out. Stop talking, bro. Just get out, bro. No one cares. I don't care. Just leave, man. Get out, bruv. What the hell? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Yeah. Just get out. Just get out of the building. Just get out of the building. Just get out of the building. Get out of the building. Get out of the building. Just get out, man. I don't know who people think they are, bro. Get me? You're not in control here, bruv.
Well, that escalated quickly. Yeah.
That did escalate.
Nah, man. Like, no, the reason why that escalated is because she thinks she controls it here and she doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, about I'm not on her level. Her level of what? She's just a rapper, like, chatting crap. Like, come on, bruv. Anyway, like, let's bring it down a notch.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Like, it wasn't even that deep. It wasn't that deep. But at the end of the day, everyone watching can see that she was trying to overpower man on man's own show. Like, it's never gonna happen. I don't know why these women think they can do this. I don't know why. Because I'm the type of guy, I'll kick out everybody and it won't bother me and I'll still make peace. It doesn't matter.
It was intentional.
It doesn't matter whether it's intentional because people like that don't know how to act. She don't know how to act. That's what it is.
Maybe she thought you was joking.
Nah, she knew I wasn't joking. I said to her, stop interrupting me. I even took time out. I said, please don't do that. And she still did it, bruv.
She has her own podcast, though. That's probably why.
I don't give a that. It's not better than this one. I know it ain't.
I know.
So that's irrelevant. She can have her own podcast. It don't matter. She ain't got what we have. And she ain't in a building like this. She ain't. So that's it. And she probably rents a studio.
Don't wait for you guys to pull up. Today I'm going to be speaking about my experience at King Richez podcast. Negative experience at that, to say the least. But we're going to be talking about that today. So wait for you guys to pull in. Hey guys. Hey Mimi. Hey Haneen. Hey Alicia. Hey McFaze. What's up, y'all? Yeah, I'm going to be discussing basically what happened yesterday. I don't know if any of you guys have watched the podcast. I don't know if you guys have seen the podcast. But basically, effectively, I ended up walk the podcast. So I just wanted to kind of come on here to kind of say what I need to say about the situation. Make sure you double tap in the screen, guys, when you're coming in. Thank you for the likes. Double tap me if you like what you see. And so, yeah, basically yesterday I went down to London for the King Richez podcast. Now, I don't know if you guys know much about it, but it is a podcast. Well, to be honest, I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't really watch it before I went on, and maybe I should have. But I just kind of trusted the person that booked me. But it's basically a podcast where I guess he talks to women, asks women questions or whatever. So, you know, they asked me a couple weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, to come down and be on the podcast. So I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, I have Cash App to be on the podcast. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll be on the podcast. Didn't really watch it. I didn't have time to watch the podcast, so I didn't, check it out beforehand. Didn't really know what I was going into. Anyway, caught booked my train down, went to get on the train, missed the train, like my connecting trains. I thought, let me just jump on the one to London Euston straight away. Yeah. Ended up paying for an extra train. So now I spent £50 on this train to go down to this podcast. Anyway, gone down to London, went to Shoreditch, did a little shopping, went to the venue nice and early. I got there like 20 to 7. They said get there like 7 o'clock. So got there like 20 to 7. and then was told, okay, it's going to be a while before we start filming, just kind of settle in and sit around. So already I'm thinking, okay, like, why tell me to get here at 7 when we don't actually start till 8? Anyway, chilling, that was fine. It was nothing. It was like, okay, cool. Then we get called up to the room. We're chilling, whatever. We take off our shoes, whatever. The host is in the toilet or whatever. So we're like, okay, cool. I'm like, I want to change because what I'm wearing, I think it's going to be see-through on the camera. So like, okay, cool. Let me change my clothes. So I'm waiting for the toilet, whatever. Minor details. Anyway, he comes out, goes in the toilet. I was like, yo, okay. Or whatever, come out. He hasn't said nothing much. I was like, hey, how you doing? Thank you, Safi. I appreciate you, boo. So I was like, how you doing? You know, there wasn't really receptive. There wasn't really any energy. And I could tell that it was like not really an energy I was going to dig. But I was like, okay, whatever. Anyway, took a few pictures, chilled, whatever. We got started, right? Thank you, Safi, baby. We got started with the podcast. So, you know, it's introduced. We introduced ourselves. I've said, you meant to say who you are, and where you're from and a fun fact or whatever. So I said who I was, what I did, and my fun fact was that I'm a psychic, because obviously that's a fun fact. And he started like punching the air, doing like the Marvel kind of hero symbolism, saying things like, oh, Guardians of the Galaxy and all that stuff, basically taking the piss out of my spirituality. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I laughed it off. It wasn't that big a deal. Asking the questions, whatever. Then we've gone round and so then I've said I'm a music artist, right? And then he's talking about, oh, you're a rapper. No, I'm a music artist. I rap and sing. I was like, I'm more a singer, but I can rap. Because I anyway spit some bars. So I was like, all right, cool. So I spit some bars. He's like, okay, she's got bars, you know, whatever. So I was like, okay, that's cool, that's dope. Good energy, whatever. Then it comes to the second question, and it's about Andrew Tate. Now, I know a little bit about Andrew Tate. I've watched a few of the clips of his videos. I've listened to a few of his opinions and stuff. And some of the things I can kind of relate to. Hey, El Boogie, what's up? I can kind of relate to. And some of the stuff I can't. So I spoke my opinion on it and said, you know, he's cool or whatever. Some of the things I agree on. But some of his points can be, you know, come across as misogynistic. Now, I feel like I saw a light bulb turn on in King Rich's head. And he was like, misogyny, well, what does that mean? Blah, blah. I said, well, it means when you discount women, when you don't really give a frick about women or whatever. No, it means this. So I was like, go on, tell me what it means. So he told me it means hatred of women. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, what I mean is that not necessarily hatred, but, you know, discounting them, taking away their power, all those sort of things, kind of fall in love with not, you know, loving women or whatever. Anyway, he didn't care about anything else I was saying. He was just like, you thought this was what misogyny meant and it wasn't. Okay, cool. So at one point I was like, all right, cool, we can move on from that, right? My problem was, when you ask me a question, at least let me say the answer. Like, at least let me get the answer out before you attack me or you cut me off. Now, I understand the rules of the show. Do not cut the host off. I get that. That's respect. However, if you're going to ask me a question, you should let me answer. So that was my thing. So when we're arguing about this misogyny or whatever, okay, cool. Like, if I got the word wrong, cool, but that wasn't my point. Let me elaborate on my point. Okay, go on, say your point. The minute I start opening my mouth, yeah, but no, you're wrong, That is where the disrespect comes in. So not only have you made fun of my spirituality at this point and started calling me a rapper when I told you I was an artist and I sing too, more than I rap, but you now have neglected to let me have my point. You've neglected to let me say what I mean. I can't get my point across, yet you're attacking me. How does that make any sense? So I'm just supposed to sit there and listen to you take the piss, basically. Okay, cool. So I sat there. All right, cool. Go ahead. And I shut up. And then he said, you speak. And then I tried to speak. And then he cut me off. So at this point, what are we really doing here? Because you don't respect me enough, even as a man, you don't respect me enough as a woman to let me finish my goddamn point. So whether I was wrong or not, you would never fucking know because you didn't listen. So at this point, we're on a back and forth. We're locked in eye to eye. There was no other motherfucker in that room at this point. Because I'm thinking, you want to ask me a question? You want to try to talk to me? But I can't talk to you? Huh? Why ask me a question if I can't have an opinion? You ain't going to make me look stupid, because that's what he was trying to do. Make me look stupid. Now, I don't know if this was a little setup, like this had you had a little idea, like you was going to try rub me the wrong way. But if you don't believe in spirituality and you don't believe in enlightenment and you don't believe in the gifts that I have, why the fuck would you have me on that show? It says psychic in my bio. Like, why would you put me on that show? What sense does that make to anybody? So you're just going to bring people here and try to make them look stupid. Try and make it act like you're the person that's educating. Try to make it act like you're the person that's giving value, like you're the person that knows everything. How about I know something? How about I can educate you? Talking about, oh, you think I'm beneath you. No, it's not that you're beneath me. I just feel like your mind hasn't elevated to the place that mine has. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sniggering about something so serious like spirituality. Otherwise, you wouldn't be disrespecting a queen in front of you that's just trying to have an opinion. You wouldn't be getting so riled that I've got something to say. You wouldn't be getting so riled that, okay, I said one word that may have been incorrect. And I could have said, all right, cool, allow the misogyny then. Let me just explain what I was saying. But it didn't even let me get to that point. So here we are arguing. And then you say, oh, you're really taking the piss now. Like, stop talking over me, you're pissing me off. So I stopped talking. And you say, and you still don't let me talk. So where was we going from here? So when you say to me, if you don't like it, you can leave. Oh, I remember the last person that said to me was at a job where I used to make 3,000 to 5,000 a month. And they said, shut up or get out. And I said, goodbye. So you think I'm just going to let any person that I don't even know talk to me like that? You've lost it. You had the wrong one. You had the wrong one. That's all it was. So yeah, I left the show. Yeah, you might think I look stupid. Yeah, I'm the bad guy. I'll be the bad guy. I don't mind. I've been the bad guy on TV before. I've been the bad guy in most of the shows I've been on. So I'll play the bad guy if that's what you want, because I know who I am. So it doesn't really matter, because guess what? I had value to bring that day. I had education to bring that day. I had knowledge to bring that day, but you wasn't here for it. It wasn't the right platform for it. That wasn't what you was looking for. So you just wanted to waste my time and my money. For what? For what? Because all you've done is kick a woman out of the live, show your ass by showing your ego immediately, and effectively riled me up from start to finish. And then made it look like I was the issue. Where they do that at? Like, where do they do that at? So everyone can say whatever they want to say. My point, okay, cool. If you don't think that Andrew Tate is misogynistic, then that's your view. But I'm entitled to my opinion. I'm good, Victor. How are you, babes? I'm entitled to my opinion. I'm entitled to my view. I'm entitled to say whatever the hell I want to. And if you brought me here on your podcast to talk, then let me talk. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't understand what happened. I've been in entertainment business for 15 years, and this has never happened to me before. 15 years I've been doing this, and this has never happened before. So how come now all of a sudden I've traveled all the way down from Birmingham to be on your podcast, and all of a sudden we're arguing in the middle of the podcast? I have to get up from the podcast and walk out the podcast. Like, how have we got to this point? How has it got here? So all I'm saying is that if it's a podcast where you want to be disrespectful, where you want to be toxic, where you don't want to let people have their opinion or speak, don't bring people on there that actually have something to say. Don't bring people on there that actually have a brain. And I'm starting to think that you must have thought I was a little you. I'm starting to think you must have thought I was little 23, 24. I'm 31 next week, baby. Ain't no child, ain't no pick-me around here. I got a full-ass mind. I'm educated. I'm intelligent. I'm a graduate. Like, come on. Who did you think you was speaking to? Like, that's where I'm shocked at. That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. You thought you could start to get riled up and start talking to me like you was anyone because I was on your podcast. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. I said several times, okay, cool. Okay, cool, we can move on. And the ego was already ignited. The ego was already coming for me. It's like you latched onto me. Like, why didn't you just move on? There was somebody else that had to answer. What was the problem? What did I say that was so bad that pissed you off? Or was it the fact that I'm not just going to let you disrespect me because it's your podcast? If somebody comes in my house, do you expect them to let me disrespect them because they're in my house? Do you expect them to sit there while I shit on them and I talk to them any old way and shit on their beliefs because they're in my house? I cut off a friend of 10 years because he disrespected my spirituality. That's how serious I take this shit. And I think I'm just going to sit there and let you chat shit about who I am and what I'm about. Why the fuck did you bring me here if you're just going to try chat shit and tear me down? Like I don't have no value, like I ain't no one. Like, I'm baffled. I'm baffled by it. It doesn't make no sense. I traveled all the way from Birmingham, you know. I took my whole day. I missed out on money. I lost money. I never gained a damn thing but a headache. For what? To ask me basic ass, boring ass questions off Shadeborough. Where's the journalism? Where's the conversation? Where's the real questions? Where's the stuff that's going to enlighten people? Where's the stuff that's going to educate people? Where's the stuff that's really going to help people? Or are we just going to keep running this toxic train for as long as we can? Like, what are we doing here? Because it doesn't make sense. Because I, for one, have hella shit to say. I, for one, have hella education and knowledge to deliver. So what the fuck are you doing? Why the fuck do you have a platform and you're using it like this to disrespect people, to shit on people's beliefs, to talk to people like they're any and anyone because you have a podcast, because you have a platform in somebody else's studio? Let's wake that up. Paying someone else. Let's wake that up. But I'm the clown, right? Okay, cool. I'm the clown. It is what it is. I stand by what the fuck I said. I ain't taking back shit. In hindsight, would have done the same goddamn thing because ain't nobody talking to me like that. Homeboy. Real talk. Real talk. And I didn't even get out of character. That's how mad it is. I didn't even get angry. I was pissed afterwards. But I didn't get angry. I just said, I ain't got time for this shit. I didn't come all this way for this shit. And guess what that is? That's knowing your worth. That's knowing your value. That's knowing your boundaries. That's knowing what you will and won't allow. What's the context here? Yesterday, I was on King Richez's podcast and he disrespected me from start to finish to the point where I had to get up and leave in the middle of a live show. He constantly sniggered at my spirituality. He latched onto me for one word that I said, wouldn't move on. Like, you think I'm just meant to sit there and shut up? Oh, you got the wrong one, baby. Put me on the wrong show, clearly. Like, what? Disrespectful, egotistical, childish, unprofessional shit. If I wanted to sit around and find out a bunch of people's powwow and opinions, I would have done that on FaceTime. I would have done a group chat, my nigga. Not if you're not really going to let people have an opinion and you're not really going to have a conversation and you're not really going to do anything. What the fuck did I come here for? Damn right I'm walking the fuck out. Talking about if you don't like it, you can leave, but you didn't invite me here. So I came under here because somebody else said this was a good thing. Somebody else said I could bring value to this shit. I'm trying to bring value and you're laughing. I'm trying to bring value and you're latching onto a word that you looked up in the dictionary 24 hours before. And now all of a sudden you're Kevin Samuels. Now all of a sudden you know everything. Now all of a sudden you got all this going on. Who even are you? Let's wake that up. Like, okay, let me stop. Let me stop, because I didn't even know this guy. Somebody sent me one clip and I was looking at Melanie King. I didn't even know anything about the other person. Like, come on. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I just can't believe I wasted time, money, energy, effort. For what? That's what I'm pissed at. Fuck all the other shit. That's what I'm pissed at. Like, for real. I mean, who goes on a podcast to just get disrespected? Where they do that? Actually, that's what they do now, isn't it? This is what I'm saying. I just can't. This is why I say alien gang. This is what we're about, because I just can't. The sense is not sense and the math is not math, and it felt like a setup to me. That's all I'm saying. Felt a little bit too coincidental to me. You knew exactly who I was and what I was. Well, you didn't check the profile. It is what it is anyway. Small-minded people will agree. Open-minded people will see the truth. That's all I've got to say, but I was definitely going to have my motherfucking piece on it. Because never in my 15 years of entertainment have I ever walked off set. Oh, wait. No, never. Maybe once. Maybe one more time. Maybe once before. Maybe once before. But anyway, yeah, fuck all that anyway. Fuck all that. But I just had to come and say my piece, honestly, because I'm not going to be out here looking like a clown. As I said, like, I'm not no idiot gal. I was not going to sit there and let you disrespect me regardless who the fuck you are. Like, I don't care how many views you got. I don't care where you come from. You ain't going to talk to me any kind of way. I don't let my mom talk to me like that. Lost it. Like, the sense is not sensing. But anyway, I was low-key mad, frustrated. Because you know what? I don't often use, like, my shadow side. I don't often use the darker side of me. I stay very much in the light. So even the people that are coming on here and viewing me now, you're probably not used to this side of me. This is not really something that I do. However, if you push me and if you cross me and if you disrespect me, disrespecting me is probably the catalyst. Like, that's the trigger. If you disrespect me, oh no. And I took it. I sat there and I listened. I took it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I took it twice. And then the third time coming is like, okay, I can't take this no more. Like, it's not even like I'm going to say anything about the fact that you're sniggering at my spirituality. I'm going to just say, get off my ass. And then when I'm saying move on, you don't want to move on. Like, how come we couldn't move on to the next person? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't hold it back. It is what it is. Like, I couldn't hold it back. And I would do it again. Because ain't nobody taking me for no punk bitch. And that's on period. It is what it is. Prepare to see me in many more podcasts to come. Hey, Rissa Royalty, what's up? Prepared to see me in many more podcasts to come. This is not the end of DeRay, okay? And you can also go check out my podcast where we actually give people value and where we actually give people education and knowledge and help people to elevate their lives and try to add value to their lives and try to change people's lives. You can go and find that podcast on my channel, DeRay Love. You can go and find DeRay Love and what I have to say on my channel. Shit that makes sense. Shit that I've actually researched. Shit that's going to actually help you. I am a healer. Experienced healer. I'm a Reiki healer. I'm a psychic. This ain't no basic bitch that you're talking to. You need to understand that. I walk with the spirits. Talking about my idea of shit is pipe dreams. How disrespectful of you. So my opinions and my thoughts don't matter because you don't agree. What kind of bullshit is that? Hey Breezy, what's up? Hey Godzilla, hey boss. What kind of bullshit is that? And it's like, could nobody else see that? Like, no one else. I'm just meant to. What if I was a Christian, and I said, fun fact, I'm a Christian, and I started talking about, oh, Jesus died on the cross. Oh, did. What the fuck? Do you get what I'm saying? But oh no, when somebody disses spirituality, it's like, oh, it's fine. We can all laugh and we can all joke and da 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 da. Maybe it doesn't matter, right? You know, it's just a way with the fairies. No, you're fucking disrespectful. That's what it is. You're disrespectful and you don't know how to honor other people's beliefs outside of your own. Which means you should not be on a show where you are speaking to people about their opinions and beliefs outside of your own. Is anyone with me? Are you with me? Like, is it just me? Am I going crazy? Because I'm pretty sure that that's just common sense. I don't know. But, right. I don't think I've said anything that's wrong. Okay, cool. The misogyny thing, I still stand by what I said. I still believe that misogyny encompasses discounting women, discounting their abilities, their powers, not regarding them. I still believe it encompasses that. Whether I used the right term at the wrong time doesn't mean that my opinion was wrong. Just because I may have used the wrong terminology to you doesn't mean my opinion was wrong. So how dare you tell me what I believe is wrong? How dare you tell me that my opinion is wrong? Who the fuck are you to tell me that? And that's where you got me fucked up. That's where the problem was. That's where I'm not going to shut my motherfucking mouth. Give a fuck about your rules. I break rules. I'm known for breaking rules. I don't follow no goddamn rules. Never followed a rule a day in my goddamn life. So yeah, I'm sorry if you thought I was disrespectful talking over you. But if you asked me a question, you want the answer, don't you dare try to talk over me. If you want the same respect. If you want the same respect, don't you dare try to talk over me. I give a fuck if it's your show. I give a fuck if it's your house. I give a fuck if it's your bed. You ask me a question, listen to my fucking answer. And that is going to forever be where I stand on this topic. You can say what you want about me. You can say what you want about how I reacted. You can say what you want about me walking out. You can say what you want about me getting vexed and whatever. But I still stand on, if you ask me a fucking question, listen to the answer. Do not bring somebody on your show that you know is a psychic when you don't believe in that shit. And disrespect them and try to make them look stupid without letting them explain their point. You don't do that shit. If you wanted a little viral moment, a little viral clip from me, you could have hit me on the back end talking about we're going to rile you up a little bit, because I don't know what it is that you thought you could draw me out. What, you saw me on some other things and you saw me getting a little hyped up. Yeah, for sure. You can search me up. You can find some shit where I got a bit riled up, where I done a bit of shit, whatever. I've changed. That was like nearly 6-7 years ago. I elevated so much since then. I'm not the person that I was. But guess what? I'm still not no punk bitch. Never have been, never will be. And I'm too real for that shit. So you can say, oh, you're pissing me off by talking over me. You're pissing me off. Okay. So what have you got to say? Nothing. Because you turned around and said, what have you got to say? And that's all I'm saying. Thank you for the lights, Capri. See you, baby. Thank you, y'all. Appreciate it. And then you're saying, what do I do? And I'm saying I'm a singer, and you just keep saying I'm a rapper. But I just told you I'm a music artist. I rap and I sing. But you're a rapper. And then everyone in the comments talking about that rapper. I'm a music artist. I sing and rap. I'm not just a rapper. Luckily, I can rap just off the bat like that. Otherwise, again, would have looked silly. Hey, Caprice, baby. How you doing? Thank you, Rohan. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm just like, what? Why did I waste my time going on this stupid podcast? Not everyone is ready to handle the energy and aura. They're not. They're not. They have no idea. They ain't never met nobody like me. Imagine what the security guard said to me outside. I'm gonna take forever to find somebody with energy like you. Right. Because I'm one of a blood clot kind. One of a kind. So anybody, Jim, Tom, Fred, Kevin, Tracy, Lionel, whoever, you ain't gonna talk to me, no way. I don't give a fuck. Being woke scares people for real. It does. How are you gonna start doing Marvel, punch in the air, do, when I'm telling you about spirituality? How dare you, little boy? Because that's how you're acting, like a little boy. How dare you? You were struggling after 8 names of blood clot. That was a lot of names. Have you been on a podcast? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They try to disrespect me. Boy, after them 8 names, I was like, who else can I think of? I can think of no one else. I could just think of everybody else not disrespecting me. I'm not going to lie. You know, some people could say in hindsight, do you wish that you'd have just said, you know, move on? I did twice. I said, okay, let's move on. I said, okay, cool. Anyway, it is what it is. If you just want to bring people on your show to make them look stupid, let them know before they come so they don't come all the way from motherfucking Birmingham and take their whole motherfucking day and miss out a whole day's money and miss out a whole day's momentum and all of this shit to be disrespected. I beg you, give them the memo. What podcast was it? Sounds like they intentionally brought you on there to draw you out. Marlon, I don't know if you're psychic. I don't know where you came from, but hell yes. And that right there was the problem. Oh, okay, cool. Sounds like he wanted the rise. Exactly. Because I was like, all right, cool. Because this is the thing. I tried to just keep it G. I tried to just keep it, all right, it's cool. You're right. Okay, cool. But you wanted it. You wanted the smoke. I don't know what you've been watching. I don't know if you've seen me before. I don't know if you even know who I am. But what? That was a setup if I ever saw one. Got me right front and center on the picture, doing some dead face, making me look like some dead gap. Like, come on. Come on. It's the lack of drink for me. It's the lack of drink for me. Oh, it ran out. But yeah, like, guys, once you're in touch with your spirit and energy, the calmness is something different. And this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm cussing and I'm saying all these things now, but I'm not even mad. Because I believe everything happens for a reason. And this just showed me how far my mind is away from some of the people that are out here doing this shit. And I wish that if I had funding or someone to generate funding for me, I could do a podcast and I could kill it. I could slay it. I would have the sickest guests, the best questions, the best games, the best set, the best lighting. I would have everything. And I would actually be teaching people something. But do people want to learn these days? Do people want to know how to elevate your life? Do people give a damn about integrating self-care into your life to get everything you've ever wanted? Do people give a shit about manifestation? They should. That's exactly what we should be spending our time doing. That's exactly what we should be doing. Not sniggering at people. I said words as spells and you start laughing. Let me put a spell on you. See how funny it is. I didn't mean that. I take that back. Lord, I would never. I'm not a dark witch. But try me. Nah, you're just expressing. I'm just starting my spiritual journey and I don't know why I've waited this long. Because it takes time. Because you're not always there. Because if you try to get here from there, it doesn't make sense. There's a disconnect. You have to have something that puts like a battery pack in your ass. Like, oh my God, I need to meet the maker. Because when you learn to elevate your spirituality, you are in touch with God like this. I have my angels on like speed dial. If I want to read your energy right now, dominatrix, I could read you right now. I could ask them to put me in you right now and I could read you right now. And that's the kind of connection I have. And when I offered to read him on the show, he didn't want that. He didn't want that. He didn't want that. And once I decided, I didn't even decide, okay, to be spiritual. I got to rock bottom and I was like, I don't want to be here no more. Get me off this planet. I'm done. Not like in a sad way, just in a I'm done here, right? And you have to get to rock bottom because where else is there to go but up? And when you're so low and so deep in a hole, you gotta find that light. And it takes something to switch on that light, and that light is God. That light is you. That light is your real soul. That light is your real purpose, your real person behind the ego. When you find that, that's when you're on your journey to spirituality. That's when you're on your journey to higher enlightenment. That's when you're on your journey to meeting the maker. That's when you're on your journey to learning everything about life. When the veil lifts and the smoke lifts and you see things for what it really is. Hey, Banters, thank you so much, babes. When you see life for what it really is when you get to rock bottom. Because you have no choice. There's nowhere else to go. Some people never make it. Sending love to the people that committed suicide. I've had friends that have done so. Some people never make it, but if you can just turn on that light, it will change everything. And it literally is a white light, but you got to focus. I'm telling you, getting here took me 4 hours of meditation, everyday exercise, reading, and yoga for 4 months. Every day, 4 hours meditation. Every day. That's how I got here. I've known I was psychic since I was 11. But how the fuck do you tell someone you're psychic? I think I told about 5 people in my life. And I didn't know how to use it. I didn't think that shit was real. I was like, yeah, I know that I can read your mind, but this is a bit weird. Like, I know that I predicted that this was going to happen, but this is weird. Like, I just didn't believe in it. But when I started to feel the energy in my hands, I can heal people with my hands. I can think about somebody and know what they're thinking. I can ask the universe to feed me information on people, and I know it like that. That's unexplainable. But you're going to act like I'm lying when the evidence is there every day. I read people back to back every single day. But you're going to say I'm lying. You're going to say it's not true. You're going to say it's bullshit. You don't believe it because you can't see it. You've always had that vibe about you from as long as I can remember. Right. I've always been psychic. I've always been the helper. My mom used to say, why all your friends got a problem? Because I was put here to help them. And guess what? Every single one of them left me high and dry. But it never mattered because the universe filled me up every single time. Every time. 4 hours meditation is very impressive. Did you build up to that amount? Yeah, you have to build up. That took me about 3 years. 3 years to get to that point of being able to like sit for 4 hours. And I'm telling you, they were the best times of my life. Meditation, when you're in the ethers and you're getting all the answers and everything's making sense and you know the codes and you're being led by spirit, oh my God. It's unexplainable. And that's why people don't believe it. But I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you that you will never have this connection with the Lord if you don't open your eyes. I feel sorry for you that you will never know how to manifest the life you really want. Encompassing in everything else, not just the money, but the things that really matter. I pray one day that you find that. I pray one day you strip that ego away and you find out who you really are and you stop being a little boy and you grow the fuck up. I pray for you. I pray for all of you. because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. I'm here to teach. But guess what? If you try to disrespect me, you get in my way, you try to treat me like I'm just anyone, you're going to hear about it. You're going to hear about it. I have a crystal business called Dropping Gems Crystals. I make and wrap crystals. I'm restarting that business again next month. I took a break for a while because the place where I was selling them shut down. So I'm just back to doing it kind of freelance. But if you want to order crystals, I can wrap them for you especially, and I put Reiki in them. So you get healed as you're wearing the crystals. But yeah, your accent just turned something on in me. Well, I hear that a lot. I hear it wasn't my accent, it's my energy. My energy has something that's like awakening you. Thank you, Banters. Something that will change something in you. Not my electric toothbrush. My energy's electric. Not everybody's ready for that. That's why I keep myself to myself. But you're either attracted to me or you're repelled. And King Richez repelled because he's not up here. And he felt disrespected when I said you're not on my level. But what I meant is mentally, you haven't even got to the capacity that I've achieved. Even the minimum. So me and you can't par. Me and you can't have conversation. I'm speaking a different language. You don't even understand me. Why am I here? Yeah, King Richez. You're so pretty, I gotta say. I hope you had a good day. Thank you, Banners. I did have a good day. It was busy. I decorated my house. I'm having a pajama party tomorrow. So I decorated my house, which was cool, with my friend's twins. That was so cool. And I went shopping, and yeah, it's just been busy. I've just been trying to sort things out and do a lot of stuff and pay a lot of bills and stuff like that. So yeah, but it's been a good day. But yeah, it is what it is. I walked off the podcast. It wasn't for me. I won't stay anywhere and get disrespected. I've never done that since school, so why would I start now? And that's it. Yeah, love and light, baby. I'm about to end this live anyway. I'll be back a little later on, but I just wanted to get that off my chest. So I love you guys. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you taking part and, just being here. Appreciate the love. And I'll be back in a little while. Mwah. Love and light. I was going to say something rude then, but let me just shush. Was enjoying that. Thank you, Nini.